Welcome to day 3. Days 1 and 2 were the fun days, setting your definite major purpose and thinking about your goals. This can be a very exciting and liberating exercise, and I hope it was for you. But none of that really matters until you get to day 3 and you implement day 3. Day 3 is all about making action automatic. Action, that's the key. That's where you take your goals and bring them into reality. And if you look at all the successful people that we've been citing, successful people in general are action takers. They live and breathe action. Action is their mantra, it's their mode of operation on a day-to-day basis. A common misconception, however, is that successful people always hit actions that work, that they're always doing the right things and success comes easily to them. But if you do just a little bit of research, you'll realize that the most successful people in this world have all failed forward. They know it's a numbers game and they make way more failures than they do successes. But they're not deterred by the failures. They're not discouraged. In fact, they fail forward, they embrace the failure because they know that the more failures they have, it means that they are making more attempts, and the more attempts means eventually you'll stumble upon something that works. And that is how success is discovered. Success is discovered. It's not for people who become lucky. It's literally discovered by failing forward. So are you prepared to fail forward? To fail forward, you have to take action. So action taking needs to be part of your daily regimen. In fact, it needs to be part of your hourly regimen. We want to get you to a level starting today on day 3 of this course where every single hour you're taking action to move one of your goals forward in progression. Now, you're never guaranteed that the action you're taking is going to work, but by taking the action, you're guaranteed to get some kind of result that you can learn from. And that's the key here. If you can be a consistent action taker on a day-to-day and an hour-to-hour basis, now you're on the right track. However, word of caution, we don't want you to just be an action taker who goes in blindly. Again, it's all about preparation. It's all about learning from those failures, learning from your mistakes, adapting and growing moving forward. So, becoming a consistent action taker, yes, that's important, but what's equally important is being able to plan, prepare, and examine where you're at, learning from previous mistakes, setting new plans, and taking the same level of determined aggressive action, but in a smarter, more deliberate way. So you can be an aggressive action taker, but you can also be smart about it. Now, this whole concept of action seems quite simple. I mean, yesterday we talked about goal setting. That's where you create the vision of what you want to have. Today we're talking about action taking, where you're bringing your goals into reality. And the action taking part of it is literally a fail forward process. Think of an idea, try it out, see what kind of results you get, adjust and move forward. It seems like a simple equation. So if it's so simple, why do so few people ever actually achieve what they truly want out of life? Why do so few people ever get those real goals, those real wants that they want in their life? And there's a single reason why it doesn't happen for the majority of the population. And the reason is a mental move that they're simply not making. And it's called decision. Firm decision. You see, when you make a firm, committed decision, your mind moves into an entirely different mode of operation. When you make a wavering decision, you're allowing yourself the opportunity to sneak out of that commitment. When you make a committed decision, the end result is guaranteed, and you're simply going to take the actions required until that result is achieved. Take quitting smoking, for example. Somebody that's smoking right now and wants to quit could say, I'd like to quit smoking this month, but we'll see what happens. Or they could say, I intend on quitting smoking this month, and I'm going to do it within the next 30 days. I'm going to write a contract that says if I don't quit smoking within the next 30 days, that I will write a $10,000 check to an organization that I'm fundamentally against, that I hate. And this sets up such a problem in that person's mind that is simply not an option. Now the decision has been so firmly committed that they will take the actions required. And then this can be implemented in so many different ways and so many different strategies, but you can see the difference between a wavering decision and a committed decision. How can you make a committed decision? Can you make a decision about a weight loss goal that you have and declare it publicly to everybody you know? Once everybody knows, that's a much more committed decision than if you just write it down on a piece of paper and tell yourself. Do you see the difference between wavering and committed decisions? If you do, you're ready for this week's exercises. So let's talk about them. There's 3 in total. Exercise 1. Look back to your no limit goal from week number 2, that dream big goal that you set. And once you look at that goal, I want you to think of 20 different actions, at least 20 actions, that you can take that can start moving you towards that goal. Write every single action down and begin working towards those. Exercise 2. Look back at your short-term goals from week number 2. Those are the goals that you set to happen in the next 3 to 6 months. And for each one of those short-term goals, think of a committed decision you can make today that will lock in and guarantee that you will achieve this short-term goal within the next 3 to 6 months. Think on that now and write them down. Third and final exercise, get started on your actions immediately. Don't wait till later. Don't wait till the time is right. Start where you are with whatever resources you have. Get going now, and we'll see you tomorrow.